Right, aloha. So the plan is, sorry, I'll describe the bike first. It is a Cinelli Mash Histogram 2013. Size is XL, which is a 62 centimeter from there to there. Yeah, and it's a 2013. And I'm doing a headset replacement, which I've not done before, and to be completely honest, it's not the most difficult thing in the world, but I've not done it before, so it is a slight learning curve. Yeah, and I thought I'd make a video about it because I learned something from doing it, or from the process of trying to do it, and I figured maybe someone else could learn something from it. Cinelli, the mash, I think all of the mashes from 2015, I think, possibly from 2014 onwards, the headsets are a 1 1/8 to 1 1/2. This 1 1/8 to 1 1/8 from the 2013 model, and then back is a bit more difficult to source, or at least it was for me in London. Hence why it was a bit of a learning curve. I couldn't just go into a shop and buy a headset. So I ordered a Columbus headset. Columbus Compass is the name of it, and these are the fancy ceramic bearings. Right, so let's do it. Oh yeah, so one thing I wanted to do, I'd never cleaned the headset before, I'd never taken it apart since I got the frame. So when I took it apart, it was an absolute mess inside, and there's a bit of rust in there. I don't think it will be difficult to get off. So what I did is I got a bit of sandpaper. Life would be so simple with a bike stand. In my country, bike stand you. It looks a bit better. Oh, it does look actually quite a lot better. So nice and shiny. So that's that ready. I went out to the shop, got something really fancy, high-speed grease. Inserting the ball bearings, or the bearing, what's it called, cartridge or something. God, this is gonna make me look so bad. Guy rides a Cinelli Mash Histogram doesn't understand what the fuck he's talking about. It's bound to happen though. Like, you buy these nice bikes and you ain't got a clue what you're doing. In my defense though, I am doing it myself. So that makes me feel good about myself. So, very simple application. Oh wow, this one's clear. Oh no, it's clearish. Shit, and spits as well. Alright, so that's the bottom. We can do the top. This one's really like, it's really silicone-y. This one is different. Even it out. Shit, this one's really, not very thick. But I am. slight technical difficulties, I came back and I thought I'd started recording the video, and I hadn't. I only started recording the audio, which is it defeats the point of YouTube, doesn't it? What I've done so far is I greased up the stem up top, and I greased up the bottom of the frame, and I've slotted in the bearings already. They went in nice and easy, very smooth. The other thing I mentioned was that I'm using the same original crown race, so I don't have the tools to take this off, and I don't want to be using a screwdriver because that's a bad idea, and I can't be asked to go to a shop and pay whatever 20 quid for it. So I'm going to stick to that one. It looks like it's in good condition. There's no faults with it. Bike originally came with one of these between the fork and the frame, whereas the new set didn't come with one of these. It probably doesn't matter, but I'm going to put it on anyway because I've got it and it's again in good condition. So literally slot it on, take my frame, slot that through. Now this is the bit where a bike stand would come in handy. Come in very handy. So second step, I already greased the top of it, I think. Yeah, I did. Take the other bearing cartridge. I'm gonna feel so bad if it's called something else now. This whole time I've been calling it cartridge. Oh well. You take this one, slide it on top, make it go in nicey. Bit more juice, because reasons. Not too much, it really is just a little bit. Take one of these bits, slide it over, make it sit nicey. So far so good. So that goes on top. Now the interesting thing is, the new ceramic headset came with this, whereas the bike from the factory didn't have one of these. But anyway, I'm putting that on as well. Then I take the headset cap, I think it's called. Maybe not, who knows. That goes on top. Actually, before I do that, let me give it another squirt of juice. Happy-go-lucky. Right, so that's on. Now, the biggest question I have, the biggest issue, ordeal, is I don't know which way Columbus is meant to face. Maybe to the front. Yeah, to the front. Stem goes on. It's a pretty standard stem. It comes off of an old Specialized that I had. Specialized stem. It's 110 millimeter. I was riding 100 mil for like a year, no more, for like 2 years, and then I thought, oh, let me try this 110, and Jesus, it made a difference. Honestly, it made a huge difference. I was shocked. I'm even thinking, oh, maybe should I try like a 120 or something, but I haven't got one, and I don't plan on buying one. So I don't know if you've noticed, I overdo everything, like with that grease, for example. So I'm really going to try and not over tighten this. And this is what it looks like now. So far, it's so good. Whoa! Cat-like reflexes. Right, next step. What shall I do? Another thing I'm doing is I'm putting a bit of lube just around this area. Don't know if you can even see it, but the reason I'm doing that is because this is really thin lube, so I don't know how anti-weather it is. I don't imagine it being too anti-weather, and I am riding in London, and I know summer's coming up, but it's summer in London, So pissing down basically every day. Great success, that's all done. Now I'm just gonna give it a good clean, quick and good clean. Yeah, reassemble it.